It's day 7 of our 2023 New Year's Challenge. Hey friends, it's Kate here. Thanks so much for joining me today. Now it is day 7 of our lovely New Year's Challenge. I certainly hope you've been enjoying the challenge so far. I really have, and I hope you are feeling stronger, happier, healthier in your body. Now our theme for this week is I accept that the process can be hard. It's just good to remind ourselves that sometimes it's going to be challenging. Maybe we have a particular goal we've set for ourselves and we find it really challenging to continue to work for it when perhaps we don't see the results that we immediately want to see. Now for me, when I am doing a challenge like this, my goal is usually about health and feeling good in my body. You might have a day when you wake up and you really want to make it to your mat, but gosh, I'm so sore from the next day, or I'm just feeling a little off. It's okay to remind yourself that it's going to be hard some days, and there's nothing wrong with taking a break now and then, accepting that things aren't going to go quite as orderly or planned as you want it to be. Now, speaking of challenging, I do have a challenging class for us today. It's only 10 minutes, but this Pilates class is really all about our hips, our glutes. It's such an important place to care for and strengthen. Making sure that we have strong muscles all around our lower body helps protect our hips, our knees, our ankles, all of those muscles, all of those joints that do so much work for us on a daily basis. Now, I do use a resistance loop in this class just at the beginning. You can totally do the class without it and you're still going to get a workout. Now the loop I'm using is one that has a higher resistance. If you want to make it really challenging for yourself, you can grab a thicker one, a stronger one, or a nice stretchy one is just fine too. Roll out your mat, let's get started. Let's start standing. Fingertips by your side, ears lift high, chest nice and open. Dip your chin to your chest, give yourself a double chin. Roll your right ear to right shoulder. Bring your chin back down to chest, left ear to left shoulder. Bring your chin back down and bring your gaze up. Let's take a big inhale, hands lift high. Exhale, flip the palms, push them down. Dip your chin to your chest once more, this time forward fold. Find your forward fold wherever that might be, and if hands are up on our thighs or our shins rather than the ground, that's okay. Push your hips right and left. Bend the knees and straighten the legs a few times. They might not fully straighten, it's okay. Just waking up the joints a little bit. Now this time bend the knees, pause, roll yourself up to standing. We might feel a little silly as I make you do the next thing, but it's okay. Take your feet a little wider, really push your hips over to one side, and let's circle our hips all the way around. I'm really trying to use my pelvis as a guide for this, trying to push my hips all the way over, all the way forward, and then all the way back. Now reverse, swivel your hips in the other direction, still just waking up. Feeling as silly as we need to, it is a-okay. No one is watching you. And then walk your feet back in. We'll wake our hips up a little bit more, pick up your right knee, circle it around, same thing other side. If your knees don't lift as high as mine, it's okay. I'm mostly just trying to move around in that ball and socket joint. Now this time go the opposite direction, out to in, kind of just almost lubricating our hips as we do this. If you've taken class with me before, I do this a lot, and I often tell people I like to do this while I'm brushing my teeth to wake up my hips very first thing in the morning. Pause. If you fall over a little bit, it's okay. We are going to grab our resistance loop if we have one. If you don't, not a problem. You might want to position yourself near a wall to give yourself something to balance on or to hold onto a chair. Now let's take our hands to our hips at first, lifting our ears higher. Start to bend the knees a little bit. Unlike a yoga chair, I'm not pitching forward. I'm trying to keep my shoulders right over my hips, more like a ballet plie. We will shift our weight over into our right foot, and I just want you to pick up your left leg. As you do so, squeeze your thigh as hard as you can, that thigh-butt connection point for my newer students. Set your first foot down and lift up the other leg. We're just going to do that kind of little side step at first, a few times. Each time I pick up the leg, I think about guiding my ears up higher. It's like someone is physically pulling my ear up to the sky. I let it go. They pull it up to the sky. Let it go once or twice more to each side. No hurry, no rush. Now, this next time, pick up your left leg and can you hold it there? Notice if you're arching your back. Can we engage our abdominal muscles? Maybe it feels better to take our hands out and away so we have something to balance. There's a table underneath your palms if they're out like mine. Push down into your table. Knit your ribs together. Take a big inhale. Exhale, push your toe away, pull it in. Exhale, push your toe away, pull it in. 3 more, stretch the band and release. Stretch the band and release. Last one, bring it in, set your foot down, take a little wriggle, a little shake if we need it, and to the other side we go. Rock to your left foot, pick up your right. Squeeze your thigh, reach your fingers further away, knit the ribs together, take a big inhale, exhale, push and release. Exhale, push and release. 3 more out and in. 2 more out and in. Last one out. Set the foot down. Little wiggle, little shake. Again, over to your right. Pick up the left. This time, can we lightly pulse our leg away for 3? We go 3, 2, 1, pause. Pulse 3, 2, 1, pause. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Last time. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Little wiggle, little shake. You're doing fabulous. Over to our other side. Pick up your right leg, or the opposite if you did the other side. Full big inhale, little pulses. 3, 2, 1, pause. Pulse 3, 2, 1, pause. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Last time. 3, 2, 1. See, I almost fell over there. Set both feet down. Little wiggle, little shake. Take a pause, take a moment. If you need to step the feet in to give your hips a moment, that's okay. We are going to keep the band for one more little guy. Hands can be on your waist or off to the side. Again, bend the knees, lift out of the waist, lean over to your right, picking up the left leg. This time, can you externally rotate your leg? Bring it back to parallel. Externally rotate the leg, bring it back to parallel. 2 more, rotate and release. Rotate and release. Last one, bring it back, pause, set your foot on the floor, shake it out, do your thing. Opposite direction, pick up your foot, squeeze your thigh, wrap the tummy in, rotate the leg, let it go. Rotate the leg, let it go. 3 more, rotate, release. 2 more, rotate, release. Last one, release, pause, relax, little shake, little wiggle. We're done with the band. Step your feet out of it, move it off to the side. We'll come down to a tabletop position. If our wrists are sad, of course, you can drop down to forearms. But holding here, let's extend our right foot out behind us. If you want a little stretch at first, push the heel back, but eventually find your center, lift the belly in, broaden across the chest. Float your foot up. Make sure we did not arch our back. No Beyonce booties. Pull the navel to spine. Do keep your foot flexed right here so we can pay attention to the direction of our toes and our heels. Right now I want it parallel. So toe down, heel up to the sky. Like we just did a moment ago, I want you to externally rotate your leg, bring it to parallel. Externally rotate, bring it to parallel. Continue to take that action. Keep squeezing your thigh, cinching your waist. 2 more, rotate, release. Last one. Now rotate and hold. Squeeze your thigh a little bit more. Wrap your tummy in. Take a big inhale. Can you push your foot up a little bit higher without arching the back? There might be a little bit of an arch, but we're not going for just letting it go to hike that leg up. Hold right here. Take a big inhale for me. Can you lightly pulse your foot almost up to the sky? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Pulse again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. pause. Last time, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Set the foot down, take it back to parallel, set your leg on the ground. Little wiggle, little shake. Opposite direction. Left foot out. Push the floor away. Broaden across the chest. Make sure you're not craning your neck to look at me. Look to the front edge of your mat. That usually is a good spot to keep our spine in line. Float the foot up. Again, it's flexed. We've got heel to the sky, toes point to the ground at first. And now externally rotate, return. Externally rotate, return. 3 and 2. Last one, hold. Navel and chest open, keep flexing the foot. Take a big inhale. Try to push the foot up without arching the back. Really use your abdominal muscles. Engage those low tummy muscles to hold your pelvis in place and lightly pulse the thigh up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Pulse again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Drop the foot. Turn it back to parallel. Set your leg on the ground. Knees can be together or apart. Push back to your child's pose and hold. Just sink your body down to the ground. Deep inhale. Big breath out. Maybe crawl your hands over to the right. Almost think about pushing your hips more to the left. Crawl your hands over to the left. Push your hips a little bit to your right. Come back to center. Roll yourself up. Bring the knees together. Take an easy seat. As always, a big pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed class. I can't wait to see you again tomorrow.